I will share. Yes, I yes, see open shares. Yes. Con share này. Check it again. This one. D9. This one. Another no. Select this one. Yes, yes. Good morning again, everybody. Yes, let me introduce myself again. My name is Suthi. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. You can see my screen share.
No, Bang, no.
No.
You can see.
I can see your screen.
How to say? Just myself. Not the end line again. Okay. Again, please. Do you see my screen?
No, Bang.
No.
Okay.
No.
Let me say again. Open share. Desktop. Yes. Virtual selection. Share. Okay. Nhấp share cho bọn mình. Open share. Okay. Nhấp click hai mình. Okay. Nhưng select cái này mình. Okay. This one. Click the hai mình. Okay. Share hai. But I don't know. Mate, do you see my screen share? Oh, I don't see. Do you see my screen share? It's not.
Mathilde, your micro is mute, but maybe because you are the animator of the session, you could share yourself the
Okay.
screen.
So maybe I can share, but you found the button for the sharing?
Okay, Bong Philippe, he can share to me. Yes, he can share to you. Please flip it. Or you can share. You have the file. Yeah, because very a little bit change. It's never mind.
Okay, so Pepe, if you can try.
Yes. So Philippe share.
Hello, Vera.
Mate, please have to share. He cannot share too.
Okay, it's not working.
Yes, Mate, please have to share.
Okay, so okay, you can see?
Yes, I can see. Yes. Yes. Okay. I can see. So now, could I start right now? Yes.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Now, okay. Good morning again, everybody, and let me introduce a little bit more because one new staff. My name is Im Soti, and I am an agroecological extension specialist. And right now, I would like to present all of you about the Kendall situation, and this is a result of the briefly study from the PIPP process and the agroecological development plan. And I summarize from those reports and to share for all of you. Yes. And the next sorry. Yes, this is the content. The content that I would like to share all of you. The first is a little bit overview of what program and related to the need for agro what program and TA agree. And the third is I will brief a little bit about the map zone and maybe the ecological system in the batch 1 or the 6th break. Third is I will briefly about the general information, and fourth is related to opportunity and the challenge in the Kendall province. And then I will briefly about the land use and the farming system, current farming system, and then in this topic also we will talking about the current crop yield or cropping calendar currently and the level of diversification. And six is we will talking about the chemical and pesticide using, and seven we will discuss about the demonstration we will be established and already established some. And eight, we are talking also about the measure to support the agroecological transition. And the last one is related to the training and extension will be provided for the Kendall province. The next yes. Yes, and this is the related to the What for Come program overview, and this is the fund from AFD is a loan around 55 million euro, and is a and it is a part is a grant for around 11.5 million euro, and it's contributed by OGC. And this program is only the phase 1. Yes, the next, because I think everybody know about that. And related to the need for what FORCAM and TA agree is there are 4 components. The first component is rehabilitation and completion of irrigation and drainage infrastructure that implemented by TA Infra. And the second is improvement of irrigation and social water management is the component that implemented by TAISWM under MORAM. And the third is improve water resource and climate monitoring and management is TAIRAM. And the fourth is the other component that is a TA agree that call support innovative farming system and rice and horticulture value chain and grow. And this is under the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fishery. And we are in the TA agree. In the TA agree also, we have 4 subcomponents. The first subcomponent is institute support, that is institution support. It means we are working on rye or contract farming or CSA and or credit or something like that. And the third subcomponent is responsibility of the research for development. Yes, research for development and we are research for the development in agroecology and improve the farming system. Yes, in Cambodia. And the third subcomponent is VR extension, and the VR extension or the result of the third subcomponent to extension in a large scale in 5 provinces: Kendall,ព្រះវិហារ កំពង់ធំ Siem Reap, and where is one more? ព្រះវិហារ កំពង់ធំ កណ្ដាល សៀមរាប and one more province I forgot. បាត់ដំបង yes. And the last subcomponent is related to the value chain and the diversification. and mention about the market access or finance access. Yes. Thank you. And next.
Excuse me, Santi?
Yeah.
It's Jean-Philippe. Because I don't know very well the locations. Can you show on the map where is the Kendall province, please?
Okay. Yes. Please back. Kendall province here. Yes, here is Kendall province. You see my mouse point? Yes, here is Kendall province. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, because my computer. Yeah, Martin, I come to. I am the solver. I try my mouse, please. Yes, see all the point. Yes, Kendall province is the green color that Martin already point. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And yes, Kendall province.
Just add, actually, Kendall province, this is the province around Phnom Penh city, Phnom Penh capital, and our common area is the part of the south of Phnom Penh or south of the province, around 70 to 80 kilometers from Phnom Penh. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for more detail. Yes, and the next slide. Yes, and this is the map of the map of Kendall province in batch 1. It's a 6 break that is in Sang district. We are working for 6 break. Okay, Mate, please have 2 points about the 6 break. Yes, the 6 break and yes, and we this map we are working with the 6 break, and we can and have how I explain. It means according to this map we can analyze the ecosystem in here to 2 separate zone, 2 big separate zone. It's from the Tum Nok Tuok Tum, because Tum Nok Tuok Tum up to the Mekong River is a highland, and the land is more fertile, and normally farmer they grow the cash crop, mango, and a little bit of rice, and especially related to a little bit of rice, and especially farmer they grow a lot of vegetable from the Tum Nok Tuok Tum up to Mekong River, and from the Tum Nok Tuok Tum to the to the Mongkol Borai River, normally farmer grow only one rice, and this part is a deep land only.
Excuse me, Santi?
Yes, please.
Could you please show with your mouse what exactly is the break on the map, please?
Yes,
sorry, because it's me sharing the screen, so
I'm not the person who's sharing the screen, so.
Soti is better. Soti, good morning. Soti is better if you can give a definition of what is the PREC. Basically, is this one then Jean-Philippe is asking. I mean, the PREC, what is the, obviously, I mean, what is the boundaries? How do we define a PREC?
Yeah, the perimeter and with the color of the map, where is it exactly? An example.
Yes, in the map the PREC is the line red. The line is difficult to explain. Because I don't have a mouth to explain you. The red line. Martin, the first is the first break. The red line up, the red line, the most above the up. The first is the first break, and this is the second break. The second red line from up is the second break. The
you can see my mouse
line
here.
is the third. Yes, your mouse is the second break. This third break, and then fourth break. Yes, fourth break and down. Because the middle break we are not doing down. Yes, This is the fifth break, and the last is the sixth break. We are working for those 6 breaks. And the red line that separate the color orange, and this is we call tum nop tuok tum. Yes, this is yes. This is we call tum nop tuok tum. For me, I separate this tum nop tuok tum from tum nop tuok tum to the Mekong River, the big river. This is Mekong hay Tele Sa? Yes, Prasa. The Prasa River. Tum nop tuok tum to Prasa River. No. And this is the upland, or what we call Chamka land, that mostly farmer grow mango, cash crop, and vegetable, and very a little bit of wet season rye. From Tum Nop Tuok Tum, this from Tum Nop Tuok Tum, yes, to the orange color and green color to the this. Matthew, please take your mouth to the Stang Mongkol Borai. Yes, Stang Mongkol
To
Borai.
the rice area.
Yes, this is the right area. The orange is they grow 2-time rice area, and the green color mostly they are grow only 1-time rice.
Oh, here.
So
Yes.
Jean-Philippe, sorry, Santi, to interrupt. Jean-Philippe, in terms of administrative boundaries, we have the province. After, at the lower level, we have the district. After the district, we have the commune. After the commune, we have the village. And the PREC, if I'm not wrong, but Santi, please correct me, is more of physical boundaries that is related to the topographic position and also to the hydrological pattern. So on the right hand side on the slide is what Soti emphasized, that is more the uplands part that we call the Chamkar, where we have all of the annual and perennial crops. I mean annual mainly vegetable, corn, pulse, and so on. And after on the left part, that is the orange part. This is for rice, 2 years rice. And after the green part, it's only one cycle of rice, and it's a receding rice because it's totally flooded during the wet season.
Okay, that's clear, Florent. Thank you. And on the right part of the PREC, now I understand what is a PREC. On the right part, I mean not the green one, not the orange one, but the right one. It's in this area that is grown, for example, mango or cash crops or vegetables. Is that right?
Yes. Here.
Yes, let me clear about your question, Jean-Philippe. It means you asked me about the how I say Tum Nop Tuok Tum to the Tonle Sap River. It means the Chamka land. Yes, mostly in the Chamka land, farmer they grow. The first is mango, corn, cash crop, or something like that. Yes,
Okay.
and very a little bit on dry.
Okay. Okay. Clear.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, the next slide. Yes, according to the result of the study, and we found that we have some opportunity at there. The first is the water usage efficiency is improvement and irrigator needs. And the second is the diversification is well established, but this point is mentioned about the Chamka land. Yes, but because in the deep land, normally farmer grow the monoculture of the rice and dry season rice. The third point is improve with the farming profitability is possible with the diversified option and the crop rotation. And the fourth is we are improving using natural fertilizer. No, cover crop is not. We will delete the cover crop to increase the soil fertility. But the cover crop we can use also related to the chamka land is interrow with the mango. The second point is the market for the diversified.
Excuse me, Santi.
Yeah.
Excuse me to interrupt you quite often, but it's a discussion. It's nice, and thank you for that. When you talk about natural fertilizer, what is it exactly? Manure or something like that?
When we are talking about the natural fertilizer, is the animal manure, but one more is the natural fertilizer from the company.
Yes. What exactly? Which kind of fertilizer?
Alo,
Okay, yes, Sunri,
alo
please.
bong. Yes, I am Sunri. I
Yeah,
want to
Sunri.
clarify about alo bong. Yes, I want to add more about the improving using the natural fertilizer. In here, we focus on the solid compost or boca cheese. We will be introduced to the farmer. Try to use the raw material in the target area, and the second option we will be have connect to the company that they buy, that they use the natural fertilizer from the company also. So we have two options in here. Hello.
Yes, thank you, Sunri, to respond this question. Yes, Jean-Philippe, it is respond to your question.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
Okay.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. And the last bullet point is promotes the gender equity by establish the benefit from the agroecological practice or market access, finance access, and we will work also related to the contract farming, especially for the vegetable value chain. And to improve the vegetable value chain, we will create the AC and the union of the AC to improve the vegetable value chain. Yes. Okay, thank you. Yes. And this is the important thing that we want to discuss about we are finding some challenge and issue in the Kendall province. Yes, the first is farmer at there, they are using very high chemical fertilizer, chemical input like chemical fertilizer or pesticide, herbicide, fungicide or hormone. Yes, and this is it's really affect to the water or our well-being, and this is the hot issue in Kendall province. Yes. The second point is the farmer at there, they had a limited knowledge related to the agroecology technique or the good practice to address or improve the quality of the food, and the quality of the food is not good, and yeah, especially vegetable. Yeah, because they use a lot of chemical pesticide, herbicide, or something like that, and they don't have the habit to use a natural fertilizer that we are mentioned above. The third is at there, mango is very important, and the price as mango is not stable, is drop, is very low around 2 years, and especially during the COVID-19, and making the farmer lose income and reduce their commitment to maintain their farm. And some farmer, they want to cut the mango, grow vegetable. Some of farmer, they stop grow vegetable and increase the mango, and because of both mango and vegetable, the price is not stable. The price cannot, how I say, each farmer, they don't appreciate, or they don't appreciate with the price of the mango and vegetable. And some of farmer, they stop grow anything, they just grow mango, but don't care about the production of mango or vegetable, something, just keep the mango on their land. Yes. One more point is farmer they buy agriculture input that a seed, fertilizer, or pesticide or something other is the credit from the local supplier or local collector. That is a very high interest, and yes, very high interest, and without collectorate and other requirements, sometimes a farmer can borrow for more than 2 seasons. And one more thing is related to the middleman from the Vietnam or the neighbor or something. They provide the loan. They provide the loan for the fertilizer, and after that, the final they collect the yield from the farmer. So the price is according to the farmer. The chemical input, everything is according to the local credit. Oh, sorry, local how to say the middleman only. One more thing is rat. Rat is a lot of rat in destroy the rye or the vegetable. Yes, farmer that really difficult to protect their product, and they attempt many methods, but it doesn't work. Yes, because a lot of rat in Kendall province. Yes. One more thing is we don't have agriculture cooperative in all trade. We don't have. Yes, and make the farmers sell their product or individual basic only. Yes, it means all the product of the mango or vegetable is depend on the middleman. Yep. Thank you. And the next.
Santi, Santi, can I ask one or two questions on the previous slide, please? When you are talking about pesticide, what do you mean exactly? Because pesticide, for example, for me, includes herbicide. So when you talk about pesticide, on the first line, it means insecticide, it means fungicide, it means herbicides. What it means exactly?
Okay. It means like that when we are talking about the chemical pesticide, there are 2 or 3 kinds in that. The chemical pesticide first is, I'm talking about the chemical fertilizer. The second, I'm talking about the fungicide. Is mean the chemical that for treat related to the fungi disease. Yeah. But yes, it is a term of chemical.
I know that.
Philippe, sorry, Philippe, can I join this answer expression? Actually, the word pesticide here, actually in overall pesticide, it includes the insecticide, fungicide, and herbicide. But in the text here, the mentioned pesticide here focus on insecticide and also fungicide.
Okay, I understand now, because for me,
yes,
herbicide belongs to pesticide, but it's just to know exactly. So you mean insecticide and fungicide?
Yes.
Okay, and I have another question. I don't really understand what is the vicious circle you are talking about. It's the third point. About the quality of the mango, starting a vicious circle. I don't understand what it is exactly.
Sorry, Philip, could you repeat your question again, because the sound is really difficult.
Yeah, on the third challenge, on the last line of the third challenge, it's written starting a vicious circle. I don't really understand what you mean by that.
The first challenge, the first challenge, high using chemical input. You asked me about the first point of the slide challenges.
The third one, third one.
If I may just guess. I think the problem is that the quality is decreasing, so
Okay.
the price is decreasing also, and I guess it's what you meant, Soti? Because here you said that the quality of
the sound
mango
here
is decreasing.
The sound, Matil, is just the sound is not good. We cannot hear you well.
Oh, okay.
But yes, we cannot hear you well, both Philippe and Matil. Your question is related to the third point, related to the price of the mango. Yes, this point.
Yeah, but I start to understand. I think it's a circle due to interaction between quality and cost of a mango. Is that good?
The quality of the mango is normally is good or not wrong. The quality of the mango is good, but the price is still low or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, because this point is mentioned about the market unstable, and farmer they don't appreciate related to the price, even though the quality good, the quality of the mango is good, even though it's good, but the price is not good for the farmer.
Yes, in this sentence, I just add that actually normally the price of mango is good, but for last 2 years during the COVID-19 pandemic, the price of mango down. That's why the farmer reduce their commitment not to take care to manage well their farm. So the quality of the mango affect or lower the quality. Yeah. So in here, the challenge, this is mean that because of the price drop down caused by COVID-19, so let the quality of mango down. Yeah. In here, this is the challenge. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. I understand now. And on the just a small point, but a lot of acronyms. AC, what does it mean exactly?
Agriculture cooperative.
Okay, cooperative. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay, next slide. Okay, yes, this is about the land use and the current farming system in 6th grade. And the total of land area is 39,000 hectare and 60,000 60 hectare, and we can divide the land is around 60% for the dry season rye, and related to the cash crop is around 90%, and the early wet season is around 1%. And outside of this is the residential land. It's already mentioned about the map. Yes, it's similar the map. And one more thing is related to the crop, currently crop. The first is farmer they depend on the dry season rye, and the second crop is mango, and the third crop is corn, and is sorry, Matil, could you take this out? For me it's high information that I want to present. Take the plug.
Sorry,
yes,
Soti?
Yes, okay, I try.
What?
Okay.
Next slide.
No, not yet. Because the how I say the plug is a high information that I want to present. But it's never mind. I try my best. Okay. The farming system, the currently farming system at there, the first crop is dry season rye. Yes. I need like that. The first is rye for dry season rye, and the second is mango. Fourth is cash crop, that means corn and vegetable, and the last is cow, or we can say cattle or animal raising. Yes, this is the farming system or the crop that the farmer depend on in the plague area. Yes, do you have any? Yes, okay. And here is more detail about the current crop and yield. The dry season rye that locates around 60% is the average yield is around 6 tons per hectare. Yes. And the early wet season rye is around 1% in the Chamka land, and with the yield of 3.5 tons per hectare. And in the Chamka land also there are some crop. The first crop is mango, and the second crop is corn, or and then vegetable that has a two part, leafy and fruity. Related to the leafy, normally farmer they can get around the leafy, they can get around 10 pounds per hectare, and this is a 5 cycle per year. Yes, and the last column is talking about the average or return we expected. How we will expect, how we get return as a dollar per hectare that we expect from our planning.
Yeah, I'm just surprised, Soti, sorry, for the rice for 6 tons per hectare. I think
it's too high.
It's very high, and $380 is not is low for 6 ton production,
because they use how I say total cost. The cost production is very high too. They use much of chemical fertilizer, chemical pesticide. Yes.
okay.
Even okay. And this is the cropping calendar linked to the cropping year, or cropping the cast linked to the previous slide. Yes, and when they start, or what crop and when they start. If we are talking about the dry season rye, they are start from April and they harvest until October, and then they start the second dry season from November to March. But the dry season that provide the high yield is from November to March. Oh. Yes, wait. Okay. Yes, this is the diversification, the level of diversification of the farmer beneficiary. We assess this with the village chief and the group discussion, and we category, or we determine the level of diversification. It means how many farmer they grow only one crop, and how many farmer they grow 2, 3. And because the objective of this slide, we want to understand the level and the percentage of the diversification for the farmer beneficiary. Related to the one production monoculture for rye monoculture is around 27%. Yes, and 20% farmer they grow only one mango. Yes, only 1% that farmer they grow only one vegetable. Yes, this is the monoculture that the farmer are doing. related to the third is mentioned about the two production that the farmer they are growing. Is mentioned about the rice plus mango or corn plus vegetable. Is around 30%. Yes. And fourth is we identify 3 production per household. That is rice plus mango and plus corn is around 8%. And fifth is amount of farmer that they have a 4 production per family is around 2%. And number 6 is number household that who are beneficiary and raise the cow is around here is 22%. Yes, yes, it is around number. Sorry, the totally is 22%. Yes, thank you.
Yes,
And
Santi, can I ask 1 or 2 questions? When you on the first line, when you are talking about farmers that do not growing, what does it mean exactly? Because the rate is quite high. It's 13%. What does it mean exactly?
This is mean that they have the land in our common area, but they do not grow anything. And most of them provide their land, not provide, is rent their land to other. They don't do the agriculture work.
Okay, but on their land, some farmers are growing something, or not?
According to we visit and met some farmer who are not growing their land. Sometimes they have a mango and then they don't care anything. And some of farmer they rent their land to other farmer.
Okay.
So the land is with the production, but not the production is not belong to the owner land.
Okay. Okay, and I have some difficulties to represent what does it mean, for example, 2 production, rice and mango. It means that they grow rice on a part of a prek and mango on another part of a prek.
This is I mentioned about the amount of production in the family. I don't mention about the one plot. They divide some part for mango and some part of the vegetable. I don't mean like that. Is I count the production in the family. But normally farmer they grow the rice for the deep land and they grow mango for the chamka land. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So, any question, please? Florent, any question, please? Yes. This is
yes. Soti, sorry. Yes, Soti, I have just one question. It's more related also to the land tenure. To the land tenure, and I would like to know if we have a lot of farmers who are renting land or not at all. I mean, what is the situation with the land tenure on the prek and on the 6 preks that you started some activities with Sonari and the team?
Let Sunri please help me. Yes, I'm sure this question I'm not exactly know well about this, and Sunri and our team in Kendall please help related to the rent tenure situation in Kendall province.
Hello. For the land rental in Kendall province, we have not doesn't have a lot of the land rental. We just have like example like 10 farmer. We have only 2 farmer that they keep their land for another farmer to rent their land to do the agriculture product. Hello, Florence.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yes.
And farmers, they usually have their land in the same tract, or they can have.
And one farmer they have their land. Some farmer they have their land in another tract, and farmer they have they don't have only the land in the tract. They have a different tract also.
Santi,
Yeah.
just to well understand, because there are a lot of figures in the slide. If I understand well, there are three main types of production. One is monoculture of rice, about a quarter. One is monoculture of mango, and one is two productions. Is that the reality? I just take into account the percentage. Rice monocultures 27%.
Yes.
Mango 20%.
Yes.
Two production 30%, and the rest are minor categories.
Let me clarify like that. If we are talking about the main crop, dry season rice is the first, mango is the second, corn is the third, and vegetable is the fourth, and the last is related to the cattle. This is if we are talking about the category of the crop. But when we are talking about the level of diversification among the family, some of family they have only one production in the family. Totally 48% as a monoculture, and in the 48% of the monoculture there are three types. The first is rice monoculture is around 27%, and mango is around 20%, and only 1% that farmer they grow only one vegetable. But if we're talking about the farmer who...
So for example, in this case, there is no monoculture of corn, for example?
Monoculture. Yes, some of farm monoculture of the corn don't have only one corn. Farmer normally they produce corn, vegetable, mango, and rice if they produce corn. But if we're talking about the crop, which crop are the first, second, third, or something like that, can stand for number 3.
But
sorry, Jean-Philippe, it's not. They can have monoculture of corn, but not only that for one farm, because the table is about the number of crops for one farm.
Yes, I understand that.
Okay. But they don't have a farm specialized in corn.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, but for example, for the case of number 3, two productions, corn is always cultivated in intercropping, or can be cultivated in monoculture. That I don't understand.
You will see the next slide. You will look the picture how they grow the corn. Is normally there are two types. They produce corn. The monoculture and some of plot they intercrop in the young mango orchard. Two types.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Here is the chemical pesticide using that the question the previous question you asked me if we are talking about the pesticide. Here is mean chemical pesticide, and I think about the chemical fertilizer, chemical pesticide is related to insecticide, chemical insecticide, chemical fungicide, herbicide, and hormone. Yes. Related to the rice production is for chemical fertilizer, they use around 300 kilo per hectare. And related to the insecticide, they use around 6 liter or 6 kilo per hectare. And fungicide is 2 kilo or 2 liter per hectare. And the herbicide is around nearly 4 liters per hectare. And related to the insecticide, normally farmer they spray around 9 times, 8 times, 7 to 9 times. Yes. Bitter gourd, long bean, pumpkin. It is a kind of a fruity vegetable, and they use the chemical, for example, the bitter gourd and cucumber. The chemical fertilizer they use around 680 kilo per hectare. And related to the insecticide is around 16 liters or 16 kilo per hectare. Yes, they don't use the fungicide, but they use the herbicide to prepare the land to clean the weeding is around 10 liters, or I would say is 10.6 liters per hectare. Related to the long bean and pumpkin, they don't use much of chemical fertilizer, but move to mango. Mango is farmer they use a lot of chemical fertilizer. Is around 260 kilo per hectare. This is the chemical fertilizer. And related to the chemical pesticide, this is not the real number. I will show you by my slide, but now I cannot show. 51.6 liter per hectare is not mean like that. This is because of some liquid chemical fertilizer that we count. How I say? This is a very high amount because we include the liquid fertilizer that improve the leaf and improve the flower, that we think that this is a part of chemical insecticide, but exactly is not the in part of insecticide, that is a part of fertilizer. And we will separate this. And the exactly number is the chemical insecticide is around 12 kilo per hectare. Related to the chemical fungicide for the mango, farmer use around 7.3 liters per hectare. And related to the hormone farmer they use around 80 kilo per hectare. Yes. Any question from this line?
Yes, Satya, I have a question.
Yes.
You didn't mention the rodenticide, so against rats. Do you have any data on that?
What? Rodenticide? What? Sorry.
Yes, rodenticide to kill the rats.
In the I don't mention about that. Yes, I don't mention about that. But let me check the raw data, and I will back to you the how we say the last. Yes, I will present you the last. I will check the raw data because
No, it's okay, it's okay. But it's not included yet for
yes,
in this table, right? Okay.
But normally mango they don't use the red, but vegetable and rice they use.
Yes.
And I will check. I will check and I will give you back. Yeah.
So, Santi,
Yeah.
I have also a question. What do you mean by hormone for mango?
It is the kind of hormone for manipulate, especially used with mango. Manipulate mango for fruiting.
Okay. You know the kind of hormone? The name?
I have the picture. I have the picture. I will give you back. Yes.
Okay. And a general question, maybe anticipating the discussion after, for you, the use of the different pesticides, including insecticide, fungicide, herbicide, and so on. Do you know exactly the targets, or it's just to use prevention with a covering of pesticide? For example, when you consider, for example, I don't know, the use of insecticides on rice, do you know exactly what is the target? What is the pest that you want to kill?
គោលបំណងនៃការប្រើនេះគាត់ជ្រាបទៅលើអីសម្រាប់អីអាចសាច់អី
គាត់ដឹងតែហ្នឹងហើយតែគាត់
យើងដឹងថាសម្រាប់អីច្រើនជាងនេះ
តើតើមើលនៅក្នុង raw data នេះសិន let me check in the raw data what are the target they kill.
No, but it's in general, Santi. Do you know, or do the farmers know what are the targets they want to reduce, or they want to kill, or not, or it's just because it's now a habit to use this kind of fungicide or this kind of insecticide on rice, and with with a certain frequency. So have you quite a good knowledge of the pests that you want to kill, or not? It's just a question, huh? In general.
Yes, as I used to meet with the farmer in Kendall province. Actually, they know clearly about the using of the herbicide, pesticide, fungicide, but actually sometimes they try to make much to control. Most of the pesticide, fungicide have the instruction in Khmer because it recognized by map. So most of the pesticide have the label in Khmer and instruction in Khmer, and they can use. But for their habit, they want to kill the insect or kill worm or caterpillar or something like that fastly. That's why they mix and sometimes overuse of the instruction. Especially, yes, in Kendall province, mostly for vegetable. That's why Kendall province is the province that use much of pesticide in vegetable and another product. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and let me add a little bit more. And yes, sure. And one more thing is farmer, they have the habit to spray the pesticide, and sometimes even those don't have something to how to say, even though they don't see related they don't see for example a caterpillar or something like that, but they think that, oh, this is the time for spray. They spray 5 times, 6 times according to the habit, according to they learn from the other farmer, especially from the farmer that near the neighbor countries. Yes, especially related to the rice production. It means that how many times that they will spray the chemical fertilizer, and how many times that they spray the fungicide. Yes, it's with the habit.
Okay, so you mean that they use to spray according a calendar of spraying treatment?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
One more.
Yes, just mentioned that the situation of the farmer in Kendall province is different to another remote area province. Most of the farmers are knowledgeable because they live close to Phnom Penh. they got more information about that. But
Okay.
the using of the pesticide is sometimes overuse. Sometimes they test by themselves and it is a very efficiency, so they try to overuse or limit dose, something like that. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, any question? Okay, so the next slide, Mathieu, please share your screen.
I think it's shared.
It's there, but where
You
is
don't see it?
Okay. Yes, I see now. Okay, and this is the slide that talking about the demonstration will be established, but just the idea only. We are thinking about the good agriculture practice on the vegetable value chain will be promoted to the as a demonstration, and we promote a leafy vegetable with the agroecological crop protection and link to the farmer and link to the market also. And we are promote a gap standard vegetable and outside the net house and inside the net house, and followed by the market need. Yes. And this is we are focusing only the Chamka land, not the deep land. And we will promote like the same picture, because this picture is from Saang district. That is the district near to the Kothom, yes. This is the picture from the Saang district near the common area, and we want to promote like that, but that is a gap. And one more, we do the cash crop like bean, okra, or turmeric intercrop with the mango, but we are specifically on the young mango only, because we want to intercrop some cash crop interrow mango, like the second picture. The third is we want to promote some crop like spong gourd or what gourd, bottle gourd, yes, for a set or other vegetable on the ground. And one more demonstration is we are mulch crop and vegetable farm. It means we are planting some bananas or with a fencing or some vegetable, leafy and fruity inside the farm, but it's a mulch crop. And the one demonstration is mentioned about the deep land. This is we start to do it related to the deep land. Is from the Tumnop Tuktum to the Mongkol Borai river. We want to test the how I say mung bean, one cycle of mung bean and the two cycle of vegetable or corn. That is mean according to the cropping calendar, we want to reduce one cycle of the dry season rice in and put mung bean or corn or vegetable instead of the dry season rice, because the deep land is flood from the river, and then farmer they grow 2 times of rice, and for us we want to reduce 1 time of rice and instead of the mung bean or vegetable or corn. Yes. Any question? The next slide.
Yes, Santi. Just a simple question. All these demonstrations, I think, are very interesting, but I would like to know how they are born. Is it, for example, in the choice of this kind of practices, did the farmers be involved in the discussions? Is it something they want to implement, or is it only coming from results of research?
This is from the how I say because of the the situation in Saang district, that is the district near our common area. Some of farming like this already appear, and we think that after irrigation system already rehabilitated, some demonstration will be created is similar to the situation of our common area. And some of farmer, they agree that we are discussing with the farmer. Some of farmer, they agree that on the Chamka land or the upland, it can apply the demonstration like this.
Okay.
It responds to your question or not?
Yeah. It's, you know, it's not a critical question. It's just to better understand. Huh? Yes,
but one more thing I will describe for the next slide related to the deep land. Yes, please, the next slide, Matthew. Okay. Yes, this is some agriculture technique that we want to insert to the demonstration. And you know, this is the picture of corn that you asked me is an inter-row or is a monoculture. There are two types like this, but this picture is Matil, could you yes, this picture is related to the maize or corn production, and for me I say that is a monoculture. Yes, and the picture up is the interrow, but this is not the corn. This is a mung bean or maybe a okra, or something like that. Yes, but some of demonstration farmer, they grow the corn interrow like that. Yes, and one more thing related to the deep land. The deep land. Currently, farmer, they grow one cycle or two cycle of rice, but our idea want to reduce one cycle of rice instead of corn, or introduce a mung bean in and reduce one cycle of rice and take the crop mung bean or corn instead of rice. Yes. But related to the deep land is we are hesitant to do it, but the upland is okay. Yes, next slide. Okay, this slide is mentioned about the measurement to support the agroecological transition in our common area. The first is we will strengthening the agriculture cooperative that we call AC for vegetable production or vegetable value chain, and establish a Kendall to create a union agriculture cooperative. Yeah. And the second is we are doing the contract farming for safe and gap vegetable, and we are work with the union of agriculture cooperative. The third is we will establish an extension hub on agroecological extension, and third and the one more point is we support in the accessing of to finance for the investment to the farm with a low or responsible interest. It means access to finance is have to farmer to get the loan, to get the low interest, something like that. Yes. And the last point is agroecological trial and demonstration that I present the previous slide will complete analysis and documentation of the result and do cost CBA is cost benefit analysis with the all demonstration. Yes, this is the main point for agroecological transaction in that is a result of the study. Yes.
Yes, can I ask one or two questions, Santi?
Yeah.
Because it's very interesting and very important. The cooperative is already created or not?
Still in the process. Okay, please have.
Yes, may I join this to answer this question? Actually, we are on process to establish the Kendall Union Agriculture Cooperative, and this union we combine all agriculture cooperative that are already established in Kendall province. And right now it's around 12 agriculture cooperative that we are discuss or consult, or we can say persuade to be union of this Kendall Union Agriculture Cooperative. And in our target area, or our common area have no agriculture cooperative, but there is one agriculture cooperative outside our common area, but within the same commune. So we can link our farmer in common area to be the member of this agriculture cooperative, and then that agriculture cooperative will be the member of Kendall Union Agriculture Cooperative. And now, yes, so we support Kendall Union Agriculture Cooperative and also agriculture cooperative that is the member of this union. Yep.
Okay, and because it's I think it's very important. It's a good tool, very good tool, useful, and because we can really know if the farmers want to change, to make their practices evaluate or not, and in which direction. So I think it's a good, very good information. I would also like to know in the GAP for vegetables, if that includes, if GAP practices include the use of pesticides.
Yes, actually, GAP is a good agriculture practice.
Yes.
So use some, but it's a limited. It's based on the standard of the GAP. Yeah.
And how are the threshold of use of pesticide are implemented, and by who, by which actors?
Actually, in here, we won't promote much on agriculture, good agriculture. Sorry, good agriculture practice vegetable. It actually it has already established by another project already, especially by Aspire project of MAF and another project that they already established, and then we try to combine those farmers who produce the good agriculture cooperative, good agriculture product, and this standard is based on the standard that discussed by MAF GDA. Actually, it has the team, or we can say the department responsible to manage this GAP, and they will provide the certificate or standard to recognize the vegetable related to GAP of that the farmer produce. And also for safe vegetable, in Kendall province, it have the safe vegetable testing center, and we also link this center to the producer or vegetable producer or fruit tree producer in our agriculture cooperative or our producer group too. Yes. So the main vegetable mostly is leafy vegetable. We will focus on that.
Okay, thank you. I think this slide is very important because it includes necessary conditions to the agroecological transition. So it's very important, interesting and important. Thank you.
So for our ACP, this is the main actor to push good agriculture product vegetable here. So that's why it is very important for us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay, and this is the activity, and specifically on the training and extension we will design and we will provide to the farmer, and this is from the need of the farmer also, the draft need assessment from the farmer in our command area. The first is we will develop a demonstration for the pilot farmer and key farmer by using a farmer to farmer expansion. And one more thing, we will link. This is the old version, but the most important thing is we will link about the Matkatsiko. That is the model that Florent used to mention about that. And we are work with AC or the union AC and to address the key need and explore the market opportunity also. And the second bullet point is we will build the capacity to the farmer and related to the other value chain actor, and some key topic that we will provide the training. The first is related to the modern agroecology or the climate smart agriculture practice, and we will provide some training to the farmer and the value chain actor. But related to the value chain actor is not a training, but is a kind of the workshop. They will join together about the result of the demonstration. But the farmer, we will capacity on the basic of agroecology related to the soil or water, plant and animal interaction. And that is a part of agroecological crop protection. Yes. One more thing is the principle of agroecology will and definition and will be included to the farming system and will be explained to the pilot farmer and will be share the experience to the value chain actor. And related to the one rice cycle, we can allow other agroecological farming system. This is that we in the part of demonstration that we want to reduce one crop of the dry season rice instead mung bean and corn. That is mean we want to increase the production of corn or mung bean and reduce one cycle of dry season rice in the deepland area. And related to the practice and water management, fertilizer production, we will put or we will share in the demonstration also. Yes, the next slide. And let me finish the all the slide of training and extension, and then please ask. The third bullet point is we will build capacity to the pilot farmer and for the TOT training, and we expected that around 15 pilot farmer that is come from the farmer who are apply the demonstration, and after they got the good result and they got a lot of experience, and then we provide the TOT training to share experience to the other farmer. And some of sub activity is the activity that we think that we really want to improve the capacity of the pilot farmer. For example, related to the biocontrol or the biopesticide or this is a part of integrated pest management, and related to the soil improvement we will include for the strengthening to the pilot farmer. One more thing, we will strengthening the pilot farmer to share how to share the experience to the another farmer, and outside of this, the pilot farmer they will use the method of participatory monitoring data record for the demonstration, and they will share their result of demonstration, and that is a part of their experience to another farmer. Yes, the next slide. We build capacity to the pilot farmer and key farmer related to the crop protection. And why we mentioned about the crop protection in Kendall province, because we mentioned that farmer they are use a lot of chemical pesticide, insecticide, or herbicide, something like that. So the crop protection related to the agroecology is really the most important, and we want to specific the topic for them. And what are the topic that we think that is relevant to have the pilot farmer and key farmer? The first is related to the agroecological farming system or the climate smart agriculture practice. We will introduce and we will build capacity to the farmer. Related to the monitoring and managing with pest disease, yes, and farmers should know well and how to implement related to the practice of agroecological. One more is related to the biological pest control. We will also build capacity to the both of pilot farmer and key farmer. Practical related to the practical integrated pest and disease management practice. And the next is related to the effective production and practice for the good agricultural practice certified standard. This is related about the GAP certified standard that get from the MAP, and we will talking about that also. The next is the effective, negative, and positive of the chemical input using. Yes, we will have the training of the how the chemical pesticide or chemical fungicide, herbicide will affect to the well-being, will affect to the water. Yes, this is we want to the people or the farmer at there understand very well about the negative and positive of the chemical input using. Okay. One more is related to the build capacity on vegetable growing and improve the fodder and cow production. But improve fodder and cow production is still considered. Yep. The second bullet point is we will link the product to the market and contract the farming. But this is specifically for the vegetable value chain. And one more bullet point is we will promote the gender equity by establishing all the benefits like contract farming, like agriculture cooperative or union agriculture cooperative, or the access to finance, access to credit. Yes, we will promote a gender equitable for the women. Yep. Okay, the last point is very important also is spread feasibility, resource management, and sustainable intervention is a key sustain for the resource in our area. Okay, I think that's all. The next slide. Okay, yes. Please, please have the question related to the training and extension will be provided.
Santi?
Yeah.
Yes, just a quick question on because it's the first time in my life that I heard of modern agroecology. So it means that there is a old agroecology. Maybe can you explain a little bit more what modern agroecology is mean?
This is from the Agroecological report and he mentioned. But yes, this is how I explain modern agroecology.
Actually, in here, this is the text that we used to discuss about that.
Yes.
And actually, you know about agroecology, and it is the something that we focus on environments, on economics, and related to social or something like that. And then we say the word modern. It means that we bring from abroad or from another country that already test, for example, like syrup of R4D research and development team bring or innovate and model from another country, another project outside our country, and then bring it to test in Cambodian or in our common area, and then if it adapt and it have and it could promote or improve the income to the farmer and save our environment, that's why we can bring it to extend to the farmer. That's why we can say modern agroecology. This is the word that we use. And climate smart agriculture practice is something like that. It means that it linked to agroecology, and climate smart agriculture is focused on the practice that can reduce the greenhouse and practice that can adapt or resistant to the climate stress and something like that. So we can say modern because it's a new for the farmer and already test and already pilot and it work. That's why we can say modern. Yeah, just the word. Thank you, Philippe, for asking questions.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, and one more thing is related to the new methodology that finding from all for the yes, finding from Florong the new methodology.
Yeah, so ACP, this is the modern agroecology for us.
Yes, that is the word.
Just one additional comment, Jean-Philippe. The word modernization, it's used also because it's strategic with MAF and is also strategic with the Ministry of Economy and Finance. Because this is part of the current trend of the master plan of MAF and also of the strategic plan of the government. For example, if we talk about conservation agriculture, the translation in Khmer is not so good because conservation is conservation. And agroecology also, it could be the same. And so we have a little bit to play with the word and sometimes to aggregate modernization in front of some concept to be acceptable on the political sphere. So this is the reason also behind that we have sometimes modernize that is used.
Okay, thank you very much. It's interesting. I understand perfectly now.
Yes. Okay, so it is respond to your question, but one more thing related to the pest or something like that. Mathilde, could you, if we have time, please share some picture that I sent to you yesterday. This is related to the pest or the picture only, but if we don't have.
Okay, and can you try by your side? Maybe it should work, the sharing. Can you try again, or I will do?
Wait. Okay.
No.
Okay, it doesn't work. Yes.
Okay. So I will.
While you are sharing your screen, I would like to stress that the program of training is quite impressive, and I think it's a lot of work. It's good.
Okay, so you see my screen. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. This is the picture from our team that related to the some pest for the vegetable and rye or and mango. The next picture, just show the picture only. Yes, and yes, please. The next just.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the quality of mango.
Okay. I understand now when you talk about when you talked about quality and vicious circle. Okay.
Okay. The next picture. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, this is the H plant.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the disease.
Yeah. Virus.
And the next, the last.
Okay, this is
Okay, that's
Good. You didn't show any fruit fly. So does it mean that there's no fruit flies?
Yes, I think there is. Farmer said it's a main problem in mango, right?
yes. But our working is related. The first is related for the vegetable and the yes. We are working with the mango or vegetable only. I want you to clarify on that.
Yes. Our safety right now related to Kendal province. Mostly, formally, we want to focus on mango potential product in Kendal, mango and vegetables. No rice, yes, but after we discuss with AFD and also our PMU, they said that AFD will have one project will support the mango in Kendal province, and the MAF will have another project related to China project to support on mango. That's why in Kendal province we change our strategy to focus only vegetable in Kendal province, and mostly will be on the market linkage or value chain of vegetable, but we will focus much more on safe and GAP vegetable. However, at the starting point, we will focus on conventional vegetable to link with the market, and then we try to zoom in to be the safe and GAP vegetable in the future through the Kendal Union of Agriculture Cooperative that we mentioned just now. Yeah. Thank you.
I have a question, Soti, about the fact that last time we said that we need to work with a group of farmers to have who are interested in the ACP practices or in the reduction of pesticide use. And did you already identify this kind of group of farmers or not, or is it very dispersed in the area?
This question is already identified or not? Yes. In this question, please Sonri can help about the we already identified, but previously we identified some of farmer, but so far the situation is Sonri, please help about that.
Yes, like Bong Soti mentioned that we already identify some farmer that but we have before we already identified, but the real situation have changed. So Kendall team have to flexible on project change. They Kendall have to do the prioritize work on the horticulture and vegetable value chain. So another activity we have to postpone. So if all for these will to start at Kendall province, we will be take or meet another farmer that we already identify again to rediscussion with them.
Okay, and it was in one prek, for example, did you identify in one prek many farmers interested, especially in one prek or in the other one? And which prek it was?
Among of 6 prek that the Kendall team have has worked with them so far, we have only 2 prek that the farmer that very interesting with our project. At breed 69 and 70. So we will be show you during the field mission on Thursday. We will be meet the farmer and see the real situation of the farmer over there.
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing to Matil is at least around of 10 to 15 farmer that we already engaged, and now we are stopped and waiting from the consultation with the offer with you and with Florent also. Yes, and we will some of those farmers they interested about the demonstration that we show you at the moment. Yes, especially some of farmer they interested the demonstration of the vegetable mixed crop or fruit tea and mixed with the leafy, and the mixed crop of banana mixed with fruit or leafy vegetable. And some of farmer they interested for the reduce one cycle of dry season rice, and instead of mung bean, it means they want to grow mung bean or corn and want to reduce one cycle of the dry season rice. Maybe few farmer they interested to apply this demonstration. We already engaged, but now we are waiting, but the type of demonstration for the reduce one cycle of dry season rice is the type of demonstration depend on calendar, and we really don't want to let or something like that. Yes, because this is the year 2, the second year. Yes, thank you. And one more thing, Mati, we will detail about the demonstration or something like that, or farmer engage when we go into the field this week. Yes, I will join also.
Yes. And the farmer you are working with for the vegetable production are not the same that we were wanting to work for the mango production?
I don't understand for your.
It's not clear. So the farmer that you kept for the vegetable production that you are working with were not the same than the farmer that you wanted to work for the mango production, or some are same farmers, or it's really separate groups?
Okay, Sunday, you know better than me about this. Related, because for example, now 3 farmer that we are doing the demonstration, and we are stuck now. We are stopped now. But 3 demonstration is already done and doing. One is related to the mixed vegetable demonstration. We are mixed with the bean, the okra, or something like 3 crops for the mixed vegetable. And this part of farmer, they also have a mango production, but in the another part of land. Yes. And for 2 demonstration more related to the net house, please, Sunri, they have a mango production or not?
Hello.
Yes.
For the net house, for the net house farmers, they also have the mango production, but it is they have it in Chomkaland for the mango production. And for the net house, they do it is closely to their house. It is not far from their house, and for the mango, it is in Chomkaland.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Mathilde and Santi, I would like to ask 1 or 2 questions. But first, I would like to thank your presentation. It was very useful, and now I have a better idea of your device, and I think you have good tools to develop agroecology, modern agroecology in this zone. I have 1 or 2 questions, but you know, I will be involved nextly, so I will ask some question more. But do these farmers involved in these tracks, do they have already adopt some practices, innovations, for example, cover crops or intercropping or other practices of conservation agriculture? And are they keen to work together, to exchange, to share information, to share material and so on, via or not the cooperative? So what is their level of motivation for sharing their knowledge, for example?
Yes. Good question, Jean-Philippe. Let me try to answer. First, it means we should identify the agroecological practice that's already adapt and not yet adapt. First, related to the cover crop is not yet. The cover crop interrow for improve soil fertility for the mango is not yet. Don't have anything like this. And one more thing related the natural fertilizer or cow dung or solid compost or the another natural fertilizer, farmer they don't have habit to use it. They depend on the external input like a chemical fertilizer only. And in our common area related to the water saving or water management is still limited. But the farmer at near our common area, they have the experience, like they use a drip or sprinkler to save the water. But in our common area, the limitation on that. Yes. And one more thing related to the how to control the pest and disease is, if we are talking about the or modern agroecology or agroecology crop protection is nothing. Farmer they are depend on the method of use the chemical as a first decision. If they have the problem, they will find the fast solution, or insect, they go to the market, buy some chemical insecticide to spray. Yeah, so nothing about the agroecological crop protection, but some of activity that already adapt is the diversification. Some crop like intercropping for the Chamka land is already done. That means farmer they grow the tree, they grow the vegetable under is already done on in the common area. I will one and then anything else. The soil management related to the soil management, yes, the solid compost or something like that, no, they depend on the chemical fertilizer, the liquid chemical fertilizer only. Maybe that's all. And suddenly, if I still lack, please add more. Soil management, water management, or pest management is still limit in Kendall province. Yep, in our common area.
Yes, but thank you for your answer. It's interesting, and I think some things such as practices such as intercropping, for example, is good for everything, for water, for soil, for pests and disease. So it has to be improved. And for example, we could imagine to grow vegetables such as cucurbits, or I saw cucurbits intercropping with mango, for example. It's quite easy to do. It's good for the soil. It's good for the management of the water, and it's good also for the pests, such as fruit flies, for example. So it's a good beginning. Mathilde, what I could do is to inform is to send the paper I wrote in other conditions that Kendall on the implementation of agroecological protection of mango orchard. It was in Réunion, of course. It was not the same conditions, but it was the same problem at the beginning. And I could send this paper to you, and after you could forward to everybody, just to show that we have to take step by step, not too fast. And I think that one of the main conditions is to really know if the farmers want to change. I think that they want to change because when I see the amount of dollars of use of pesticides and chemicals, fertilizer, it's quite impressive. So the step is really to evaluate, to assess the motivation of the farmers to evolve, to change in their practices. And if they are really motivated to change, I think it's a very important key got to design and to implement some practices for recipe, but also for improvement of the quality of the soil health and the water management.
I have this question for Sonari also, could maybe. The farmer complain about the effect of pesticide, or they don't? They don't.
Hello, Sandy.
Hello, Bong.
Yes.
Hello.
Sonari, the farmer say something about the side effect of pesticides. They say that they get disease, or what do they do?
When we meet the farmer always, when we introduce the farmer with another tool like natural fertilizer or solid compost or bokachi to them. Another farmer have said that they don't want to apply this technique and they wish to use the chemical pesticide that make their product get a better yields and with the good
high yield.
yes, high yield also. It is difficult to mainstream the farmer to work with the natural fertilizer or another thing.
Yeah. The question is simply it mean កសិករនៅនឹងគាត់មានតែ complain តាក់ទងទៅនឹងរឿងផលប៉ះពាល់ថាគាត់ពិបាករស់នៅពិបាកអីចឹងណាគាត់ទទួលយកអត់បានទៅលើអាលក្ខខណ្ឌដែលយើងប្រើជីគីមីថ្នាំពុលអីច្រើនចឹងគាត់មានតែអូនតាអីអត់ចឹងឬមួយគាត់ឈឺគាត់អីថាហើយគាត់ដឹងអត់ថាហ្នឹងវាមកពីអា side effect របស់ chemical using អីចឹងណា
តែប៉ិតគាត់ដឹងបង
Please speak in English. Please speak in English.
The farmer over there, they already know the side effect from the chemical pesticide, but they still they don't have choice to change it because they are living with them every day.
They don't know for me, I think.
And they don't know how to change it also. As I know, some area in our common area, they don't have another project to work over there to tell them more detail about the advantage or the disadvantage of how to use the chemical fertilizer to them also.
Okay, but they don't. Yeah, you think that they don't know how, but they would like to reduce it, or they just don't care.
They want to reduce it, but when we ask them to change, if you want to reduce it, you should do like that. And they said that if I follow you, I will not get the high yields, and then I will be less income, low income in their family. It is just feedback from the farmer that we used to ask them before.
Yes, let me add some more information that I observed from and met from the individual farmer and discussion. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, sure.
When I met some farmer, and especially for the vegetable production, the farmer who grow vegetable, they want to get the yield only. Yes, and some of farmer and the perception of farmer, they think that and they don't believe that use the solid compost or the tool of agroecological crop protection will not get high yield, and they believe and they believe that use the high of chemical input will get the high yield. Yes.
Yes,
And,
like all the farmers in the world. Yes.
Yes, and for our mission, we want to reduce the costly of the chemical input. It's really difficult, but the most important thing that we are thinking previously is the market demand related to the safe, or mean the food system linked to the market, or it means the consumer think about the safe food. It is the how I say it's make the user as a farmer will change their perception through to the consumer. That is what we want to do. And my idea only is really difficult to make the type of farmer that think about the yield only. They don't think about the well-being. They don't think about their health. For example, one farmer that I met, even though the health of himself, sometimes they not, the meaning is not mean that don't take care, but they forget to take care about his health. They forget to take care about his health related to the using of chemical fertilizer or pesticide a lot. They forget to control, to take care about their health. And this is what we are doing, and we want to make a, how I say, a campaign or a training for the negative effect of the chemical using input in our common area.
And what about the GAP certification? The premium is interesting or not for the moment?
Okay, so you know this
Yes.
about
in our slide,
vegetable?
In our slide, we already put.
Actually, firstly, yes, we want to promote the GAP or GAP vegetables through next house. But after we discussed with AFD, they said that should not focus on that place or on that sector or field. Just open freely to all vegetable and the vegetable outside our common area too. But yes, so that's why we focus on conventional vegetable, sale vegetable, and GAP vegetable altogether for the market. And if we focus only GAP vegetable, maybe it's not work or it doesn't work related to the collective selling or producing linked with AC or union, something like that. So firstly, we open to all conventional, safe, and GAP vegetable. For GAP vegetable, yes, from another project, they have do and it's work that link to the market in Phnom Penh. It is close to Phnom Penh city. That's why the transportation packages is easy. So it is a good place to promote the GAP vegetable. But as I mentioned, the habit of the farmer, the use to apply most or more pesticides. So to change the habit, it takes time for them. And yes, we have did the economic analysis on that. For GAP vegetable, through that's how we can have the profit till around $4,000 per year. Yeah. So this is my answer, Martin.
What's the premium for GAP vegetable? Is it a premium or?
It's not focused on premium. It includes all the price.
No, but there is a premium for this certification or?
Firstly, just get support from PDAF. So it is free of certification, free. But in practice, we have not yet access on that.
Okay. Does anyone have any other question or? Jean-Philippe?
No, I would like to stress to thank for the presentation. I have a better idea of the zone. I will enjoy to come as soon as possible there and to do my best for all the work you have already done. And I think we always have to keep in mind the necessary conditions for success for a transition. I mean, the farmers with their motivation to change or not, their level of knowledge for biology, for ecology, for social aspects, and so on. So but the conditions are good to do something interesting there. And I think, for example, we already have a technical case for managing, for example, fruit flies on mango and so on. But maybe the main case are between the actors. I mean, mainly between the farmers. Do they want to work together? Do they want to share their knowledge? Do they want to share their material and so on? So that's important to organize, but you have the device, the device for that, to organize meetings with the farmers to discuss about all these things, and to not to go too fast, to take the time to really have the necessary conditions for success before starting something. But it was very interesting, and I'm sure we can do something interesting, but it will need time, of course. It's not for tomorrow.
So you have to give this message to the development partner, Jean-Philippe.
I know.
Because this is always the bottleneck that we have. They don't want to see research or not too much, and they want to have something very quick on the ground.
Yeah, of course. And you know, Florent, I have done that all during my life. I am 61, and for 40 years I already said the same thing. If you go too fast, you will have not success. And of course it's difficult, but if you make an assessment of the history of the different research, development project and so on, it shows that we have to take time, we have to discuss, and you know that, Florent and Mathilde and all of you, we have to do that, and there is no other solutions. But I think we can do both. For example, in 5 years, we have implemented protection of orchards in Réunion Island without pesticide, without any pesticide, and the level of the rapidity, it cannot be tomorrow, one day, 1 month. It's counting by years. And I saw in one of the slides that we are in the phase 1 of what for came. So it means that there will be another phase, and so, but we cannot go too fast, really.
So what could be the next step? You said you will send us what you did in Réunion. I guess the first one is training for some explanation of what it can be.
You know, Mathilde, I don't want to compare Réunion with Cambodia, of course, but I can send a paper showing what we did in Réunion with different conditions, of course. But the problem at the beginning was exactly the same. Farmers use pesticides to kill the pest, and at the end they didn't use pesticide to kill pests because they have been trained, they have been implemented in a new approach. And I can, for next time, if you are interested in, I can continue to develop some topics, or to focus on mango orchard agroecological crop protection. It depends of you.
Yes, as Soti said that they will not focus on mango. So maybe it will be, I don't know, Soti, what you think? It would be interesting to focus on vegetable.
Yes, or because Mathilde, when I say we have to take time, I try to do it in my life and in my acts, and I think we have not finished to talk about for example, the different steps
Yes.
or the different practices, generic practices that we can, for example, implement both in vegetable crops and in orchard crops. For example, we could talk about what is a place and the importance of prevention in agroecological crop protection. I think it's important because it can be applied for any situation, any crop. Of course, it has to be adapted in one situation. But so as you want. But for example, for me, if you ask me, I could say that next time we could talk about we could exchange about prevention and the importance of prevention, because you know maybe it's the main change that the farmer has to adopt is not to have a curative approach of the problems, but to have a preventive approach of a problem. And of course, this preventive approach can be followed by a curative one, but a smaller one. So if you trust me, if you agree me, maybe we could continue on that, and after this one we could switch on a more practical case study, for example, mango or vegetables.
Okay.
Hello, Jean-Philippe and Matthew. Let me clarify a little bit more. You know, previously our study defined that mango is the first crop, the second crop, and vegetable is the third crop. But according to the result of IAD discussion, they want us to focusing only the vegetable production and vegetable value chain in our common area. Yes. Yes, Mohit, and you have something to add more about this subject? And how about the agroecology strategy in Kendall? We can include the mango inside, yes, because it's not the vegetable value chain.
Let's be join in this idea. I just inform you about background of the result of our meeting with days there. Right now, we will focus on vegetable value chain development in Kendall province, and we have the agroecology development plan, but the plan not yet start actually right now, because we wait for the research for development team. Yes, we can say that CIRAP team to test on our common area related to agroecology techniques, or we can say modern of agroecology that we mentioned in this presentation. So actually right now, based on the result of the research team, what kind of the technique or the practice that we could do the extent for promote our agroecology to reach our plan, our DMS 5% in price, something like that. So yes, so never mind if it is soil improvement, it is cash crop or anything that you could that you result that could work for us. Yes, so that's fine. I think we can do anything like mango, like maize or corn. There is the potential to related to corn. Yes, and that can overcome the issue in Kendall province. So maybe you know, as Suti mentioned, the main issue is overuse of the pesticide. It is the first one, and another related to the soil fertility too. Yes. So yeah, this is the background that I mentioned. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, personally, I completely agree with your with your opinion. Yeah.
Okay. Time is running. So we will organize next session. For me, next week is not possible. I don't know. You can do without me, or we wait 2 weeks. What do you? Maybe we'll discuss that by email. And thank you all for coming. Thank you especially to Soti and Sonari to prepare this presentation. It was very interesting, and I think that we have a lot of ideas. Jean-Philippe, if ever you have something to propose to us as a strategic plan, or you have any thought about that, don't hesitate.
Yes, I will send an email to you, and you could share it. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. And if you have, I don't know, afterward, if you think about some important points that we forgot to mention now, and yeah, maybe critical points to. So it would be good to have your advice on this.
Constructive critical point.
Thanks a lot to all of you. I'm sorry we are late this time, and but it was so interesting. So we see next week or in 2 weeks. Maybe in 2 weeks it's easier. But
For me, I will available according to your time.
Sorry, Sati?
For me, I will available according to your time. It's never mind yet.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Just one comment,
yes,
Mathilde, just one comment is that you were not in copy this morning, but I propose on one email that Rama, Sremom, and Vuti eventually, but mainly Rama and Sremom, they organize a technical session. I mean, it could be a webinar, whatever the name, on the use of cover crop after wet season rice, targeting the specific case of Rovieng, because I guess that's very still technical subject to discuss to have a good implementation. So Rama knows that already. And I told them to come with a date very quick, and it should be before the end of the month. Thanks. So Rama, Sremom will circulate the information rapidly in the coming days, I guess.
Okay, so after we decide for the ACP webinar, not to have a same date or too close. Okay, thank you so much to all of you, and see you soon.
Yeah,
Have a nice
thank
day.
you. Bye bye. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you to all.
I would like to thank you, Florent and Mathilde.
Thank you, Mathilde.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.